This is the second part of Lesson 3.4, Equations of Circles. Okay, so we're going to just continue with some practice. You can skip some of these if you feel like you've got it, but I'm going to go ahead and go through all of them real quickly. You might want to make sure that towards the end you get all of the ones that they're kind of weird. So if it has a tangent or a point on circle or something different than just giving you the center and the radius, you want to make sure you understand how to do that. So number 1, the center is going to be -2, 0, and the radius is going to be 5. So you're going to graph that. Okay, number 2, the center is -1, -4, so make sure you have the signs right, and the radius is going to be 3. And that's what number 2 will look like. Okay, the next section, it says use the information provided to write the equation of each circle. So I'm out to write the equation, so remember how it looks. You're going to have x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared. And so number 3, I get the center, so I'm going to have x minus 14 squared plus y minus 3 equals r squared. So that's really very easy to put together. So when you have equations like 3 and 4, it's really pretty easy to put that together until you write the wrong letter. X minus -14, so that's x plus 14. And then y plus 3. Don't forget to put square on there. If you don't put square, like right there, if I don't put square on there, then it's not a circle anymore. It's a different shape. So if I would have left that one off, that's going to be a shape that looks like that. And if I would have left both of them off, then that's going to be a line. So you can't leave any of the exponents off. Okay, now number 5, we've seen one kind of like this before. The center is on -5, positive 14. So as far as how to deal with that, we know how to do those points. Okay, the thing I don't know is what's the radius. I do know a point on the circle. So it helps, I think, to sketch out. It doesn't have to be a great sketch, but it kind of gives you an idea. So if this is my center, -5, 14, and then -4, positive 10, I need a distance between that. So in order to find the radius, I'm going to have to find the distance between those 2 points. And so just kind of getting the idea of what are you trying to find. So I'm going to do x minus x and y minus y. So that's going to be 1 plus 4 squared is 16. So square root of 17, r equals the square root of 17. And so when I square that, it will be 17. Number 6, x minus 13 quantity squared plus y minus 3 quantity squared. And again, point on the circle, so you're going to pause this. I want you to find out the radius and then finish the equation and make sure you got it right. Okay, when I did the distance formula, I found that the distance between those 2 points, because that's just what I did on that one, so it's the same kind of question. The distance between those 2 points is square root of 8. So my radius is going to be square root of 8 squared, which is 8. Okay, the next one, I've got some tangent lines. So on these where I have the tangent, I'm going to have to find the distance from the center to that tangent line. And so you can start with the easy part first. Make sure you get your signs right. Okay, so the question, the thing I don't know is that radius. And so I'm just going to do both of these equations and get them all set up. Okay, so like I said, it helps to just kind of sketch it out. And so if you think about 15, -3, and it's going to be tangent to the point, to the line y equals -2. Whoops. So it's only a distance of 1. And so that radius will be 1. Over here, I'm going to have a center at -1, -14. Whoops. -14. And then tangent to x equals -4. So it's going to be like that. So at -1, and then this is -4, that's a distance of 3. So my radius will be 3 squared, which is 9. Okay, number 9, we're going to write the equation of this circle. And so we're going to just see that the center is at 3, 0. So if the center is at 3, 0, that means I'm going to write x minus 3 quantity squared. Y minus 0, you can just write y. And then my radius is 2. So 4 will be my radius squared. On number 10, I'm going to find the center and my radius. So my radius is 3, my center is -4, +4. So I'm going to have x plus 4, 4, and then y minus 4. And then my radius is 3, so 3 squared is 9. Common mistake that people make is they just forget to square that number, so make sure you do that. Another common mistake that people make is getting the signs wrong in between, but another really common one is people forgetting their squares, so don't forget that. Okay, number 11 and 12, go ahead and pause the video and then come back and make sure you did this right. Okay, there's number 11. That one's pretty straightforward. Before I tell you what the answer to number 12 is, did you notice something about number 12? Like the scale? So did you say the radius wrong, or did you say it the right way? So stop and think about it. If you did the radius right, considering what the scale of the graph is, you might need to change what you did. So the center of this is 0, 4. The radius is 1. It's not 2 because this is only a length of 1. So I'm going to have x squared plus y minus 4 quantity squared equals 1. Okay, that does it for the lesson. You need to be able to go and write equations of circles given information about the circle or given the graphs. You need to be able to interpret an equation to make sure that you know what the graph looks like and can tell what the center and the radius are.